You think that just being that young and fearless is the best thing on a horse?
Well, to win, I think so.
That's true. Extreme success is the result of working hard, dreaming big, learning from failure, loyalty, persistence, and resilience. Hello and welcome to another episode of Xtreme One to Watch. We're extremely excited to have Bobbi Brooks with us. She's been with the barrel racing for a long time. We are excited to hear your story, and we'll just jump right in and get started. So thanks again for joining us here today. And
Thank you.
Bobbi's from Wickenburg, Arizona, cowboy capital of the world,
Yes, team roping capital of the world.
It certainly is. And you know, there are a lot of barrel racers coming into that area as well and staying. And so talk us through how you got started and a little bit about Bobbi.
Well, my mom was a barrel racer, and I didn't really have a choice. That's what we did. And I started running when I was really little, and my mom had fraternity colts, and she hauled me everywhere and took me to junior rodeos. And
tell everybody your mom's name.
My mom is Orla Mae Ware.
Yep,
everybody knows Orla Mae.
Exactly. She's legendary. She's
made a lot of nice horses, and I had the opportunity to jockey them after she was done with them. And I was quite spoiled, actually, very blessed to ride some great horses that were just super easy to ride. So I actually am just trying to finish the first one on my own, and it's been quite a learning curve.
Oh, isn't it? I mean, well, especially when you have that foundation and you had someone else that did it, and then you get them at a different stage, because a horse certainly has different stages to it. So what has been the most challenges that you've had on trying to finish a horse?
Well, what I realized is I'm really good at jockeying them once they're already going fast, and I'm good at doing the slow work and the basics. But my struggle is getting them to go fast. I'm not a real aggressive rider. I just really love barrel racing, and I love horses, and I'm not super competitive. So it's hard for me to get that fire to go faster. You know, I'm just so happy to be here. And right now my colt is just happy to just be here and loping as well. So I actually bought back today. I didn't hit a barrel, but he kind of went wide on the first barrel, and I felt like I was really riding him. And then I watched my video, and we're just loping, and I'm like, oh, I think I can do better. So I bought back in, which is amazing at the extreme races. I love the fact that you can just enter again, and it's so easy. You just get on Saddlebook and click, 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 and here we go again. And I came back, I ran a 16.4 this morning, and I came back and ran a 15.8 on him.
Awesome.
So he was fiery, and I finally had I just got mad at myself all day, I guess, and finally got some fire.
A good do-over.
Yes.
And that's why I love it, that you can finish on a high note. It doesn't matter if you hit a barrel, or a lot of times we don't get our best runs on the first time. And it is okay, that was our time only. Expensive one, but but with the 5D, you never know. I mean, you can run at the same event and hit checks in multiple divisions on the same horse.
Yes.
So tell me about your new horse.
Well, I really wasn't shopping at the time, but I was on Barrel Horse World, just kind of looking around, and I had searched Blazin' Jetalina, and this face comes up. It's just a headshot of him, and he looks identical, only not Sorrow, he's a bay, but he looked identical to the old horse that my mom ran, and then she let me run the last couple of years, Extra's Honor. And he just had the same eye and the same head, and I was like, oh, I have to have him. So
love at first sight.
It was love at first sight, yes. And when I looked further, he's Firewater on the Rocks out of a Jet of Honor mare. So Firewater Flit, Jet of Honor, he's bred the same as Extra's Honor was as well. So then I was like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm gonna count my pennies in my penny jar, and he has to be mine. So
meant to be.
Meant to be. So I bought him, and he was just a dream. He's just been really easygoing, and he's been a great one for me to kind of practice on making him, because he's so forgiving. And
how old is he?
He's 5.
So you bought him when he was
late 3-year-old.
Okay.
And he he's big and kind of slow maturing. You know, he's real playful and he chews on everything and he's just kind of a pain. He's like a big puppy. So we kind of took it slow all summer. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to enter the fraternities because I got to put some money up and force myself to kick. And everybody followed me around. Kick, you're just loping. Kick, go faster.
Well, he's part of the 15 club, the top 10%.
He is.
That's
it
exciting.
Was such a great day. I'm really proud of him. Yeah.
What's the fastest horse you've ever been on?
Xtreme One.
Such a great horse.
He's amazing. I ran my first sub 17. Well, I won the average at the Avi, at the Xtreme,
Yes,
at the
you
Avi.
did.
Yeah, and that was a phenomenal weekend. He just ran
Over 500 runners.
Yeah, and he ran a 17.1, a 17.0, and a 16.9.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a fun weekend.
Yes. And we talk about those lifetime memories, and they really are. You put the money up and we make money and we spend money, right?
Yeah.
But those memories do last forever.
Yeah.
He's retired?
I ran him in June, and and then I was going to give him some time off, and then when I started riding him again, he was just kind of off. And so I hope that he's not completely retired, but he's had quite a bit of time off now.
Well, it gives you, if not, you'd have just kept running him and you wouldn't get your new one going
Exactly.
as fast. So.
It kind of forced me. I had a couple other ones that I had to retire this year too. My mom and we have like 12 head of horses on our property, and really only 2 that are rideable right now. And she's riding one and I'm riding one. So it's forcing me to really spend a lot of time with him and connect with him.
And you quit barrel racing for a while, right? I mean, you were out of the sport and
10 years, yeah.
10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So talk about those 10 years and how you decided to get back in and why you left. And I think it's an interesting story.
Well, I was right, I guess it was the last year of high school, and we had a bunch of colts, and I didn't have anything really finished. I didn't have a high school rodeo horse, so I wasn't winning, and I was kind of sour because, again, I was spoiled because I won on everything, and I guess I kind of was just being a brat, and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
A kid?
Yes, I was a kid, and so I went and did other stuff. I went to the police academy and started a business and had my daughter, and then I realized that I missed horses, and I missed competing, and I missed all the camaraderie of being around barrel racers and horse people. And so I started back on a colt that was out of a mare that I had kind of given away when I quit, and that was rough.
Yeah.
Starting back on a colt, I thought it would all just come back to me, but it was a lot, especially after having a baby. It's hard to come back.
Yeah, balance is different. Your whole dynamic of how your mental game is different.
Yes.
You have someone else that you have to take care of and
Yeah.
that you're responsible for. And
yeah, so it was very humbling. It took me a long time I still don't have, obviously you don't have the confidence that you do when you're a teenager and you're fearless, but I'm starting to get that confidence back again.
don't you think, are you wiser, smarter in certain ways? Or do you think that just being that young and fearless is the best thing on a horse?
Well, to win, I think so.
That's true. Fearless is a key component. How do you gain your confidence, Bobbi?
I don't know. I read a lot of self-help books, and I really just I have to talk myself up a lot because I have a lot of strange, unrealistic fears too. I'm afraid of ground, and I have to talk myself down from like, oh, this bad thing could happen, and really, I just stare at the banners like before my run and read all your banners.
Well, that's
and
great.
really
That's helpful.
Be like, okay, you're not going to win unless you have courage, and let all that other stuff go. And
so your self-talk, you have to, so there's those 2 different people and you have to make the right one show up.
yes.
It is. It's interesting how women's minds especially overthink a lot of situations, and we can go down a deep, dark dive. Mm-hmm. And how in your life you've overcome some tough stuff, right? Let's talk about that and see if we can help others be able to step up. You know, you'd never know it when you watch you, and you just carry yourself so beautifully, and you always look so great.
Thank you.
No, I've watched you for quite a while now, and I'm just inspired. And so let's talk about some of those hard times and what you did to overcome them.
Now you've stumped me. My mom is a fighter and very strong woman. And she just, everything that she dealt with in her life, she just kind of just rolled right through it. Like, I just work a lot and look at her example of you don't have a choice. You feed your kids and you feed your horses and you just keep going. You don't really have an opportunity I'd never give myself an opportunity to waller in whatever I have going on. I just work
your way through it.
I work mostly.
Yep.
That's my my therapy.
It is.
So.
And it's that same thing. It's like if you don't work your way through it, you're going to sit and think about it too much. You have to get active to be able to get what you want and keep going for it. What do you want?
To finish a horse.
You got it. You got it coming. 15-8 today. You're well on your way.
Thank you. I was so excited. Yeah, I would like to finish one and say that I did it and make my mom proud, because she's her standards are very, very high for what I'm doing competitively.
What qualities of hers did you get?
Well, I hope I got the good ones. I'm very opinionated and probably pretty mouthy, and I got that from her. And work ethic. She's a very hard worker, and she just gets things done.
Yeah. What's your businesses? I know you have some businesses.
I have an embroidery and screen printing company in Wickenburg, and then we also have a little boutique up front, because Wickenburg's very touristy town now. So I get to fill it with fun stuff up front, and then in the back we have full-blown production, all embroidery machines and screen printing and signs and banners and stickers. And
well, you sure helped us with all of our needs. That's just nice. So yes, all of you at home, if you need some printing and embroidery, look up Bobbi. It's great to have barrel racers help barrel racers. It's so fun to see that everyone has a different career, and then we come together in the love of the horse, and it gets us here. But to learn more about these barrel racers and what they do on the side is great. So how do they reach you?
I have a website. Actually, we just redid a website, which was a long time coming. I'm pretty happy with it. It's creationsandthread.com, and then Facebook and Instagram, of course. Or you can just look me up personally on Facebook. I do a lot of business. If you see me on my phone out in the warm-up pen, I'm probably selling hats.
Yes, you have, and how exciting that you've got this horse. Best successful wishes on all of the future. Not only have you started one, and finishing one. I think that great things await, because he is only started. He didn't look like he was going full board at all.
No,
today.
He still looks like he was loping.
He is very deceiving. He is. He's got a nice big stride, and I'm excited. Smiling at where you're going, Bobbi.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Xtreme One to Watch. Check us out on all of the platforms for podcasts, as well as our YouTube channel. Thank you, and happy trails.